Hello everyone. Happy Wednesday. It's a hump day. Happy Wednesday. Today we're going to be working on some landscaping and terraforming around the new bridge that we added recently. Hopefully getting some path work laid out, a little bit of a better idea of how we're going to be navigating through that area. Once again, as you all know, if you would feel free to like the stream, that really helps on YouTube. Appreciate you all for being here today, and let's get into it. Hello, Wacky. Hey, G. How's it going? Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday so far. We are going to start out by first clearing our inventory, but we do need to light up a lot of the area around because, as you all know, I'm trying to keep the day counter low. So we're going to do our best to light that area up so that I don't have to worry about sleeping like at all. That would be preferred. So let's clear our inventory real quick and then grab some torches and do that. You don't really like Wednesdays? I mean, that's fair. It's like you're so close yet so far to the weekend. Well, I'm glad you are able to hang out today here on your Wednesday. Waiting for me. Exam's gone well? Good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, we started a little bit later today. Had to get those like different intros set up in the beginning of stream, so I spent a little bit longer on that than I expected to. But yeah, overall going well. You have a question? What's up? Let's have at it. We've got a decent amount of torches. I need to throw the rest of this away. My arm's like at a really weird spot today. That's throwing me off. I need to move my keyboard around. Okay, clear this. Clear this. You like Wednesdays as a stream day? Well, I'm glad you feel that way. Yeah, I was excited for today because we're going to get to do some more creative stuff. And it's going to be very experimental. We'll see what we end up coming up with. I'm going to go ahead and put... Honestly, it wouldn't hurt to have a Bad Omen potion in my ender chest because I do tend to forget to take those to the different trial chambers. How to get this far into stuff like hardcore Minecraft. So this isn't hardcore. I should let you know that. We do play on hard, but it's not hardcore. I have not played hardcore ever. But as far as getting into the game this late, like, I'm assuming you mean like how do I stay in the game without getting too bored? Biggest tip is take your time. I don't personally like playing whenever I do everything super quickly and I just feel too powerful too fast. And we've had those conversations here, and I think everybody kind of agrees that whenever you get too many farms too quickly, it can get boring pretty quick. So I like to take my time and make things that I'm proud of as I go. And I think the fulfillment of like being proud of my work is what makes me want to keep going and keep creating. So that would be my biggest tip if you're trying to like stay in the game for a really long time. Like even for example, I've been into Schedule 1 recently, and that just came out. I really enjoyed it. I'm already getting to the point where I'm bored. I think there's not like enough creativity to it for it to keep me in the game long enough. And it's a very fun game, but I do kind of have a time limit on that. But anytime I like get bored of another game, I always come back to Minecraft. I'm trying to think of where we want to go to begin with. I need to light up first. Light up, that sounds wrong. I need to light up the area first. And I feel like I should probably, I have a lot of blocks already over there. We'll probably do some path work. I need to figure out like what path we want to go on. And I do already have a decent amount of stuff. So we'll just start with what's over there. You don't really play survival, but when you do, it's too difficult for you. So my favorite way to play survival is to try to get to a point where I have so many like farms, and like I said, don't go quickly on the farms, but I like to get to a point where I have like so many different like beneficial builds, that whether it be like a librarian trading hall to get librarian books. I can't talk, hold on. To get library books from the librarian trading hall, to get like sugarcane, anything to like get rockets. I like to set it up so that if I do happen to die, it won't be that disappointing, because once I kind of switched to that mindset, it helped me come up with a plan as far as like what to do next. And like hardcore makes it different for sure, but if I did happen to like lose all my gear, I wouldn't be too disappointed these days. Or like getting to a point where you can get your XP and not be too bummed about it. But that definitely helps for like how I plan to play the game. And that also helped me get better at survival too. And just like the more time you spend in game, the better you'll get. I was terrible at survival in the beginning. Honestly, never thought I'd even consider doing hardcore, which we're not to that point yet. Leave me alone. Wait, that's a villager right by me. Watch me like accidentally die for the first time while oh wait, he's fast while I'm talking about this. But yeah, I was not very good at survival to begin with. And just the more time I spent in it, the better I got. A lot of it has to do with like preparation, knowing what you're getting into. That helps you survive. Like I very rarely go into the nether without a fire res potion, especially before I have an elytra. That's just not something I like doing. I'm very nervous going into the nether until I do have potions. Just because one bad move and you can lose everything, and especially if it's early game and you don't have those like, I keep wanting to call them assets. They're not assets. They're just like, hold on. I have hair all in my face. Like, but just having those beneficial builds, like before you get them, it can be even more devastating to lose everything in lava. You have to head out. Well, I'm glad you were here while you could be. Okay, so take it slow and find the parts of the game you like most, for sure. Definitely helps. And also, like, if you are burnt out of building or like creating, do something that doesn't involve that. A lot of the times whenever I am kind of stuck or not feeling super creative, I will go mining for netherite, or I will assign a ton of villager trades. Like usually that's one reason why I do like doing librarian trading halls early in the game, is because it takes a long time, but it's time that I don't have to spend thinking. So sometimes that's what you need. Yeah, do what you enjoy. But also don't be afraid to challenge yourself. It can feel very fulfilling when you do something that you didn't think you could do. And then it gives you the more confidence to try other things. When do I normally stream? I am typically live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around 2 p.m. CST. That is my typical stream time. We've got so many mobs around here. This is why we need to light this up. They're gonna attack if I don't do this. Leaving in next hour to village. Well, I'm assuming you mean leave the stream. If that's the case, thank you for stopping by while you could. Glad to have you here, G. I should use my sword. Chill, G, leave. Sounds good to me. I'll be here. You don't have to worry about that part. There's so many mobs. Are there any hidden? Oh, just an enderman. I'm like a little nervous to walk in there. I also love early game caving. I can spend hours just like mining and going through caves and exploring. That's always fun. That's one of those things I do when I don't want to create. That and try and get wither skeleton skulls. That's another one that it can take a long time to do, but it's like put on a movie, go take out some wither skeletons. Be careful while doing it, but as long as you like put a block like 3 blocks above, block your head so that they can't come by, it's not too terrible. As long as you've got a chest plate, decent armor, not too bad. How am I doing today? I am doing pretty well. Did not feel too great yesterday, was not the most productive. Like the allergies were kind of getting to me, but I rested and I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday. Hoping that that sticks. Can you stop? Yeah, hoping that it was just a whole day of allergies. It happens to me every now and then. I am not the type to get super sick very easily. Thankfully, very blessed in that situation. So a lot of the times I'll think I have like the flu, but it ends up just being like a cold for the day, or I'm like need vitamin D or something. So yeah, very grateful for that. But I know that not everybody is as blessed in that situation. Yeah, it's been very beautiful weather here. Been enjoying it, going on lots of walks, spending time outside if I can. We had like some more gloomy, like overcast days the last couple of maybe like week or so, and I feel like it's starting to get sunny again. Now that it's light out, make sure nothing's around me that's gonna attack. We're going to use this to figure out where to put torches, because definitely hard to see in the daylight. I see you. I hear you sneaking up. You're on Twitch too? Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, 'cause yeah. We're getting close to affiliate on Twitch, but not there yet, so I'll take all the help I can get. Appreciate you being on double. But yeah, stream helps you chill out. I am happy that I can do that for you. Try to keep it pretty chill. Some days are a little more chaotic than others, but overall, tend to be on the more chill side. A lot of the times it depends on the weather too, oddly enough. Like there have been some really gloomy days here where I don't know what it is. I just like, if the weather outside is super dreary, sometimes I'm just like, can't even think. Let me know if anybody else gets that way. It can be a definitely a process to like have some energy if the weather outside is not reflective of sunlight and energy. Weather's being good today for you. That's amazing. Glad to hear it. Yeah, it's really nice out. Just want to go on a walk, which we will probably do that later. Maybe we'll run. We'll see. I got like I like going on walks for like a very long time whenever I do. So I recently got like a weighted vest. I feel like that's probably like a new trend or something. I saw it on social media and I was like, that's a good idea. Like, I'm already walking, might as well. So I got one of those, and then I got like wrist weights. Just tried those for the first time the other day. Not a huge fan because I have to like walk like this to keep them from sliding down. And it's like does not feel natural to use my arms like that while I'm walking. But we may keep using them, see if we like them better over time. But I like having the little vest because it's got a pocket for my phone, because I don't always have a pocket. And it gives me something like to hold on to while I'm walking. Makes me feel very tactical. You drive daily but pains a lot for your back. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, sometimes certain cars specifically can be very taxing on the body. I say, Kuro, people need sun. I agree. Yeah, definitely. As soon as I like go on a walk, my mood can be like 10 times better. And usually I'm in a fairly good mood, but I'm just like grateful to be out in the sun, walking around, feeling the breeze. And luckily this time of year I can go after I stream, go on a walk. That's when I usually go. And it's not like super dark out around that time anymore. But yeah, usually when we're in like the other version of daylight savings, I don't know which one's daylight savings and which one's normal. Like, it's just, it is what it is in my mind. But whenever we're in the opposite, when we have like less daylight, I don't always get to walk as much just because it usually gets dark. And I feel somewhat safe where I live, but I still am not like super comfortable walking in the dark. I feel like most people can relate to that. It's just feels like not a good idea. So yeah, after dark hits, I usually do not go out on walks unless I have like my brother or a sibling or a friend with me. Hey Yuri, welcome in. You're gonna implement stuff from the bridge video. I'm so glad to hear that people have been enjoying that because I really wasn't sure how that would be received. It was just very different from what I've done so far, and so far I've only heard good things. And it's funny because it's like the one I've on YouTube it hasn't done well as others, which is fine. Like some videos are meant to be more long-term videos than they are meant to be like a quick attention grab. And that's definitely gonna be probably one of my more long-term videos. And so it's interesting that like according to YouTube, like it didn't do as well, but I've heard people talk about it more than any other video. So I appreciate the feedback on it because yeah, sometimes YouTube doesn't always reflect how people receive it just because it may not be like super great with the algorithm, but it can still have its own benefit to others. So yeah, I look forward to seeing it. If you do end up doing some implementing that into your world, feel free to send a picture in the Discord. I do link the Discord in the description of every YouTube video. If you're on Twitch, it's exclamation Discord, but feel free to join and share pictures. Would love to see it implemented. Yeah, you continue building the bridge later on. Yeah, later. So the main idea is that there's a ocean monument in that direction, and I've always wanted to have like either a drain and ocean monument or just do a cool guardian farm. So whenever that becomes something that we are ready to do, which is not right now, we will extend the bridge and connect it to the farm. But yeah, that is why it just stops there for now. It's gotta go like halfway across this ocean, like way over there before we even get to the ocean monument. But I think it'd be fun to incorporate that into the bridge. Let's do this. What am I doing? So this is, it does kind of seem like Minesweeper. I have MiniHUD on right now, and it's telling me where any mobs can spawn. So anything that's red means a hostile mob can spawn there. So it's just kind of giving me an idea of where to place torches, because it's a little hard to tell. And in the daytime, I was able to tell whenever it was night out, but now we are using this to help us out. I don't really care if they spawn down there. Hopefully I don't end up down there on accident. Yeah, I'm just looking for anything red and placing a torch nearby. Hey Underman, welcome in. How's it going? You're preparing and packing your bags, G? Well, I hope you've been enjoying your vacation up until this point. And glad to have you hanging out here. I think we're almost good on this side with the torches. I do also want to light up over on the other end of the bridge just to make sure that we are not gonna get surprised. But yeah, this does kind of look like Minesweeper. Never thought of it that way. Do that. I don't know if I brought enough torches. I thought that 5 stacks would be good, but we're already on our last 2, so we'll see. I need to do something with my flower farm at some point, but I kind of have to get everything over here laid out before I can have an idea of what we're going to be doing. Like infrastructure wise. Let's see, I think we're all good here. Oh, no, we got some here. Honestly, probably not going to be a problem, but oh well. And I'm kind of too low. Doing fine. Well, I'm glad you all are able to be here today on this fine Wednesday. I went and grabbed a Chipotle for lunch today. Don't go there a lot because honestly it's kind of expensive, but it was the like best sounding thing today. And one thing I do like about Chipotle is I can usually get 2 meals out of a bowl. I do have to eat them like fairly close to each other though, because they can get, I feel like they don't age that well. I usually don't like to keep it in the fridge like longer than a day. We're doing all right on lighting there. Eventually we're gonna need like proper light poles everywhere. We'll probably do a different style. We'll do a different style in the city than what we did in the village. It'll probably be similar to one of the ones I did previously, though. I like doing light poles with a daylight sensor. I think those are really fun when they just turn on at night. It's a nice, like, warning, too. I think if I do this here, it'll light that up. Yeah. How am I already hearing mobs? Where are you coming from? Bridge was expanded. Yeah, we worked on that a little bit over the weekend. I'm trying to see if there's anything in here. Ooh, yeah, this is where they all are. We'll let them live there. Hopefully they don't wander out to me. I'll have to come back to this later. But yeah, I expanded the bridge over the weekend. Got most of the design finished. I still don't have the railings on the top done, but we'll do that today. Hopefully that's part of the plan. But yeah, the top I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do quite yet because it's partially quartz and I wasn't planning on having a quartz walkway, but we may end up keeping that. We'll see. Here, chill guys. So super animated. Yeah, you know, sometimes I want to be that way. Like, very animated and, loud. Like, I do respect people who can do that, but sometimes that's not the vibe. I do tend to just, like, narrate what I'm doing, and what I'm doing is usually pretty chill. Now, if I am, like, fighting a warden, I may get a little louder, but it usually just depends on the day. But yeah, I've seen, I mean, I think the very animated streamers are very entertaining. And I think they do a good job at that. Now let's see. We've got you. Everything's just gonna start spawning everywhere now. Everything everywhere all at once. Because there's like no room for them to spawn. As we saw underground, that was scary. Got some Enderman. See, everything's over there now. We're gonna have to light that up soon. Yeah, we're trying to keep the day counter low. Game audio is pretty low. Also, no music. No music? Okay, hold on. Thanks for letting me know. If I do this, can you hear the music? Oh, so many streamers, yeah. For sure. It should be going, except for I swapped a setting, which may have actually turned the music off without me realizing it. And then game audio, I do tend to keep that low unintentionally. Well, sometimes intentionally. Let's see. We'll bump this up to 35. I do kind of keep hostile and friendly creatures low. I don't like hearing the cats. They're too loud. We'll bump this up though a little bit. So I bumped the music up. Let me know if you can hear the music. No music still? On. It may be a setting, and if that's the case, it may not allow me to like fix it live. How about that? I don't know. I clicked a setting where it wouldn't export the music in the VOD. Under off. LDJ elevator. Okay, you can hear it now? Okay, interesting. I was intending for that to let me switch back to this. This is what the level I usually keep it at. It's usually kind of low. Let me know if that's good though. Can't hear any placements. Let me set that. It should be louder now. Because I turned the master volume up. I tend to play with it pretty low. Let me know if you can hear it now though. But yeah, let's see. Hey Fern, welcome in. LDJ, especially as of lately. Yeah, I tried something where the music wasn't going to export with the VOD. And I thought that it would still play the music while streaming, but I guess not. But glad you can hear it. I'm surprised that setting like lets me swap it mid stream. I thought it was gonna get mad at me for that. Oh, I see a creeper. But yeah, you're 40 years old and prefer chilled vibe. Yeah, I understand that for sure. It definitely depends on like what the goal is. Like if I am like eating and watching somebody stream, I probably want to be more entertained. But if I'm just like hanging out, chilling, background noise, chill is good usually. Sleeping. A lot of people watch VODs while they sleep. But glad it's working. How you like it? Yeah. It should. Maybe my blocks are low. Blocks. No, they're 70. They should be going. Yeah. Trying to see if I missed anything while I was working about that. Hi Naya, welcome in. How's it going? Let me check. Naya, I think you were the one that commented about a Discord link a while ago. I accidentally sent you a link to a wrong Discord. Bad on my part. But the link in there is now like updated in this description of the stream. Yeah, I was wondering what happened with that. I sent it to a completely wrong Discord channel. Kind of funny. But yeah, welcome in. Glad you made it. I meant to respond back to that comment a while ago when I realized and just completely forgot. I hear a zombie. See, I thought I was so close to getting this all lit up, but there's still so many spaces that have mob spawning. Ah. Can you guys hear the block placements now? Because that should have been normal. The setting wasn't really changed for that. I did up the volume, but it should be okay. Okay, everybody's coming from everywhere. Welcome back, G. Catching a train. So we don't have trains here where I live really. Like we have them, but not for like typical transport. I hear a baby zombie. Where are you? But like trains here aren't the same as they are in Europe. But I did get to experience a couple when I was in Europe. The trains, I am so jealous. I wish we had trains here. like for cross-country travel. It's so convenient, so peaceful. There's no like suitcase limit. I remember like we would just bring back shopping bags, like not even zipped up, and it was so convenient. And I wish we had that like cross-country transportation system. You can hear it now? Okay, that is good to know. Okay, where do we need the torches? They're just taking every opportunity they have to spawn now. In the UK it sucks. You don't enjoy the public like trains, transportation? I'm definitely jealous though. I'm gonna have a sip. We've got some flavored water today. Wasn't in a coffee mood at all. And I already drank my caffeine for the day. So I got like blackberry lemonade water. Other states. Yeah, it has been pretty crazy as far as I can see. Like I'm always getting new YouTube videos popping up of like what's going on. And I'm so like I should be more like in tune with what's happening, but everybody always like contradicts one another, so it can be kind of hard to like figure out what's actually going on. But yeah, it's been a little crazy. But yeah, we don't have much public transportation, especially if you're like not in a big city. But definitely not like quick train travel. I have been on a train in the US one time, and they just go very, very slow. And I think we literally just did it because my mom thought it would be fun. She wanted to try it, and so we like used it. I don't even remember where we went. I remember like where we got on, but I don't remember where we were actually going. And it was definitely not the same as like a European train. Bye, G. Thanks for coming in while you could. I have one more stack of torches. Train traveling in Japan. I was about to say Japan. Hold on. Chef's kiss though. Yeah. They have like the fast trains, like bullet trains, don't they? The ones I went on in Europe were not like that, but they were still pretty quick. It was just so convenient. Everything's trying to kill me. But yeah, not really a big public transportation like infrastructure in the US. Very heavily driven by the car, which I saw some streamer the other day who lives in UK who is like 20s, in their late 20s, and they were getting their driver's license like as of recently, and I'm like, that's so foreign to me, but it makes sense. Like if you don't need it, you don't need it. But everybody, like especially where I'm at, like as soon as you turn 16, people are trying to get their license and get a car. Yeah, New York has a decent transportation system. So does Chicago. But let's see. I'm trying to think of like the main place. I think it's just those two. Some like smaller cities. I think like Kansas City has a very small train. But they do have one that runs like downtown. But yeah, other than those cities, that's like it. I think all they really have in LA are like buses. They don't have like an underground train system. And so, yeah, transportation in LA is like mostly car and Uber. And Debug, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, not in a coffee mood. Sometimes like it depends on how hot it is. And well, no, usually I want an iced coffee, but lately I've not been in like the milk mood, like for a latte. But also I've been trying to only drink decaf after lunchtime, and I've just got my shipment of decaf coffee today. So I can start to make it from now on, but I've been waiting until I got that. And yeah, I know decaf isn't as fun, but after, it's been definitely helping me if I don't drink caffeine after lunchtime. But yeah, New York has decent travel. Keeping up with our politics is confusing and depressing for sure. And like, I feel like it's, depending on where you live too, you'll get like very biased opinions, and then you'll see things that are completely different online, and it gets so confusing to like understand what actually is of concern, because yeah, sometimes like you'll be scared of something and then somebody else is like, no, because of XYZ, or vice versa, so you never know. But yeah, New York City does have a good train system for sure. It's pretty fun there. Yeah, I'm fairly comfortable like navigating in transit thanks to the European like metro and train system. But yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine we would ever get like that big of a public transit system. As far as like cross-country travel, like it would just be such a long distance. That's definitely part of it. Like there's a lot more distance to cover to go from big city to big city than there is in Europe, like a country. I mean, I think it takes 8 hours of driving to get from north of Texas to south of Texas. I'm pretty sure. Like it's pretty long, and I think you can get like across the entire country of Italy in a couple of hours by train, at least. I don't know about by car. Where are all these? Okay, here we go. This is where all the red is. Every city in the UK is connected via trains. Yeah. I don't know. I think it just happens to be like with our, I feel like overall the country's, well, definitely the country's newer, and so by the time cars were more relevant, trains weren't relied on as much for travel. But yeah, it's like very limited on which ones you can get to by train. San Francisco has 2 to 3 trains. I didn't know that. I'm not surprised. Are they like above ground, underground? I feel like you probably can't go underground very deep in California, but I could be wrong. I have no idea. I figured that there's probably like some reason why they don't do a lot of underground travel, and it was something like that, but I could just be making that up in my head. Is caffeine causing issues? I have just been having a really hard time sleeping at night. I usually, oh, sorry. I didn't even switch screens. I usually fall asleep like really late, and even if I am tired, there are times I can't fall asleep late, and the only way I've really been able to fix that is to not drink caffeine. I'm trying to see if I can drink caffeine before noon, and that helped, which that's what I did Monday, didn't really help. And by late, I mean like 4 a.m. So yeah, caffeine, especially after noon, has been keeping me up really late at night. There was one time that I was, before I like really realized it was doing anything, I had another Celsius at like 6 p.m. and I don't think I went to sleep until 6 a.m. And I was like, that's when I started to, it clicked. I was like, maybe it was the caffeine. Let's see. Yeah, it is quite large here. It'd be really expensive to connect everything, and not necessarily, I mean, bullet trains would be cool, but I think if it's a normal train, it would probably end up taking longer than travel and not necessarily be much less expensive. So I mean, the nice thing about cars in comparison to like flying is that, I mean, it's a one cost no matter how many seats are filled. So a lot of the times, like I have a pretty big family, so growing up we drove everywhere. Like 12-hour drives, we would make like 12-hour drives over flying. as often as possible. Very rarely flew, especially as a family. And a big part of that is because, like, yeah, you have to pay for gas, but it doesn't cost more if there are more people. It just costs more time. And aside from maybe like some road trip snacks, you may be buying a little bit more of that. But usually it's pretty comparable to the price increase that they have at airports anyways. I feel like we're pretty good over here. I know there are going to be more red spaces, but I've got to find my way to them. Non-ground trains, mostly due to cost, that makes sense. A lot of the rail systems were made cargo. I've been wondering about that, like, if they did, like, convert them. And, I knew at one point there was a little bit more travel by train, but not a lot. Not for as long of a time period as it would have been in European cities. Used to live in Texas. Driving from Houston to El Paso takes about 11 hours. Yeah, I knew it was pretty long. It crossed several countries in Europe for sure. Yeah. I think the furthest south I ever went was San Antonio. Which is probably... No, we drove to Galveston once. But it's pretty long drive just to get down to that area. You're having issues and your doctor asked you about physical activities. Yeah, so that's gonna be the plan today. I have to wake up really early tomorrow for a dentist appointment, and I'm probably gonna go running later just to see if it helps me fall asleep earlier. I wasn't feeling too well yesterday, so I went to bed pretty early and woke up earlier than usual, so I'm hoping that like helps with my sleep schedule. But yeah, we're going to try to exert all the caffeine we have consumed before we go to bed tonight, because I don't want to be running on 3 hours of sleep tomorrow. I cannot be creative if I don't sleep enough. I'm not sure if anybody else can relate to that, but like if I do not sleep, I cannot think of anything creative at all. And so it's like usually really important for me to sleep enough if I'm going to be like working on a video or working on a project. And so I do tend to prioritize sleep in that sense. Tomorrow we gotta wake up 7 a.m. so we better get a move on. I went to the dentist on Tuesday actually. That was my last Invisalign appointment, and they officially told me I'm all good. I don't need any more trays, so I'm just waiting for my retainers. I feel like I should close up that lava. I think all the spots are covered. I think we've lit everything up. But yeah, so we're good on the Invisalign. Tomorrow I just have a cleaning. It's funny that they ended up being in the same week because I scheduled them in completely different months. But yeah, I scheduled that appointment when I was like... My sleep schedule was a lot different, and I was waking up at like 7 or 8 a.m. most days. And so, yeah, I scheduled it for 8 a.m. And I'm like, oh no, why did I do that? Most of the time, I do not schedule things before noon. Mouse sensitivity seems very high. Think so? This is definitely... I mean, like, I do think sometimes I do pump my mouse sensitivity up. So that would make sense. But yeah, this is how I like it. Sometimes I will get like cat hair in my mouse sensor and it gets really jumpy, but it's not like that right now. It seems like frames are dropping when they're not. There's like, I have to get my tweezers and pull cat hair out of it. It's really annoying. Let's do this. Okay, I need to do lighting over here now. Yeah, faster and cheaper to drive for sure. And again, especially if you've got more people in your group. I love that we kept a lot of the British names. So I did not know until I was in college that New England was like a part of the US until one of my friends was like, I'm going to New England this weekend. I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, like, I don't even know. I think they said New Hampshire. I was like, what are you talking about? And that was when I learned that New England was not in the UK. This is where everything's coming from. Driver's license and can run a vehicle, save a couple $100, yeah. And it's so much more expensive, from what I can tell, to fly in the US. Because when I was in Europe, I remember a lot of my like friends flying to other countries for just like, I mean, like some of them I want to say were like 40-50 bucks, which that is very rarely the case here. Like, unless you're doing something very last minute for scheduling or like on standby, you're not gonna get a flight for less than maybe $100 without a check bag. Like, that's the minimum, I feel like. But then if you want to pick your seat or check a bag, you better expect to pay at least $200. I don't think I've ever flown for less than $200, $250. And that'd be like one of the really cheap airlines. You also will have like no ideas. I sleep in time and sleeping late. Yeah, I like realized that a couple of months ago that there was one time I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna like get up early. We need to like take the time to do this tomorrow, so I'll get up early and give myself a couple hours. I ended up like not sleeping enough, and I just could not think, could not like create, cannot function in the same way as I can like if I've actually rested. Makes a huge difference. So yeah, I tend to prioritize sleep because of that. Otherwise, I'm just like useless. You'll have more ideas. I see, yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of it's like mentality too. Like if I'm tired, yeah, it's hard for me to even like work, like stare at a screen for longer than a couple of minutes. You're into sleeping late, can't fix your sleep schedule. Yeah, I'm a night owl, so I get a lot of my energy at night, and that's why I end up staying up late. And especially like if I'm in the groove and like in a creative flow, I'll just embrace it at night and usually just keep working until I like need to go to bed. And that's kind of what pushed my sleep schedule into a weird timing because of that. There's gotta be one. No, I guess we got some light up here. But yeah, I get a lot of energy at night. And I am the kind, which I found out this is like pretty common for my mom's side of the family. Because I was talking to my aunt and she's like, oh yeah, your grandma used to do that. She calls it soaking. And I, like in the morning, I just like to lay in bed and do nothing. Like I have a lot of friends who, the way they see things is they try to get things done early in the day and then they relax late at night. And I'm the kind that there's definitely a creeper behind me. I like to get things done late at night. And so therefore like, I wasn't even that close to you. Maybe the skeleton shot it. But yeah, that's how my mom was. That's how my grandma was. We're just like, if we don't have anything to do or anywhere to be, we just like to lay in bed in the morning. And so I can rely on myself more to like get things done late at night than I can first thing in the morning. Because I could have all of the energy, all of like the creative flow late at night and like force myself to go to bed. And as soon as I wake up, I'm like, no, not now. Can't be done. And yeah, I never understood my friends who just wanted to get up and go. I think I do have cat hair in my mouth. Let me see. Of course I do. I always have cat hair in my mouse. Let me get this. I always have to like prop my phone up with the flashlight. You guys have seen this a couple of times. There's not that much, but I think it was just in line with the sensor where it was starting to cause problems. Yeah, I think we're good. Hopefully that's good. Doing better? I think it's better. But yeah, my dad is one of those people who likes to get up and get going and like stay busy. Couldn't be me. I definitely follow my mom's side when it comes to morning productivity. Usually take a nap, or you can't wake up and do something too. Take a nap for some hours. Yeah, it's like I like to just chill for a couple of hours before I'm like mentally ready to do anything. I envy the ones who can just get up and go. Let me see. You are just polyphasic sleepers. What's polyphasic? Let me see. I'm looking it up. Multiple short periods across a 24-hour day. Vets are sleeping over more than 2 sleeping periods each day. I can sleep for a long time, but I don't nap. If I nap, it's like minimum 3 hours. And that's probably because I'm not used to napping. What am I doing? I'm getting torches. You have to get up because you stay in bed too long. You have strange dreams. Take it easier for several hours. Yeah, that sounds like a good in between. Like I can get up and go like if I have somewhere to be. But if I don't have somewhere to be, then I'm just gonna chill until I'm ready. And also, if I, what am I trying to say? If I have somewhere to be, usually I don't wake up until the last minute. Oh, we've got a trident. I've never been one to like wake up and get ready and then just like wait around a couple hours until I have to be somewhere. And no trident. And it's a bad habit, but it is what it is. That's why I like try not to schedule things like I don't want to like schedule something in the middle of when I have to do something else, because I won't do it. I won't do anything until what I have scheduled is done. As soon as you're awake, no chance of getting back to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I can fall back asleep most of the time. But not napping. Because yeah, if I nap, it's for way too long. I used to try napping in college, and I would fall asleep under my desk in studio for like 2.5, 3 hours, and then wake up and be like, it's nighttime. It's time to go to bed now. But my dad is always like, oh, you just take a 5-minute nap. You fall asleep with your pencil in your hand, and when it drops, you'll wake up and you'll feel better than ever. And I'm like, if I take a nap for that short, I will feel worse when I wake up. Got plenty of coal out of that. Shorter sleep as a result, waking up quietly can become over time a long-term problem. I see. I had a friend in school who he always took like a nap midday with no fail. Like always napping. And he would plan it around like his gaming schedule too. And I always thought that was so interesting. But he was like, oh, I'm getting on with my friends to play at 10. So I'm going to nap until then, play with them, and then do my homework at like 4 a.m. And I'm like, that is so wild to me. Gotta try and find somewhere to be every day soon. Trying to fix your sleep schedule. Yeah, that can, yeah, having somewhere to be definitely helps me, like, get up. Getting a deeper sleep, so it's not really a nap, it's a short sleep. I have to look into that. We'll see. Yeah, if I napped, it would be longer than, others. And for 2 days, I sleep on the weekend through the day also. I see. Yeah, I need to look into that. It sounds interesting. I need to put my pickaxe away. Actually, we're going back. I need more carrots. But yeah, I've never heard of that type of sleep, like, need. This here. And let's get some carrots. I need to actually trade for more carrots. Let's do that. Helps you have better quality sleep. I see, yeah. My sleep quality is usually pretty decent. Like, I usually have REM sleep and I can remember it and I can sleep for a while. It's just the getting to that point that's unreliable. Like the other day, I think I was basically in bed by 11. I was on my phone until maybe like 1. I didn't fall asleep until 4. So I was just like laying there for 3 hours. And I was tired too. That's the sad part. Let's put these here. But yeah, caffeine has been becoming less relevant, but we'll try to help, like, work on energy expenditure too and see if that helps. Which I have had times before whenever, like, going on a long run really helped me fall asleep, but I've also had times where, like, I would go to the gym before going to bed and I would be tired, but I also still, like, couldn't fall asleep. So like, I would have more energy after I went to the gym in some situations. Why am I clicking on this? I have, like, the alerts tab highlighted in my OBS. Have I revealed the plan for the other side of the bridge yet? No, I have not yet. We need to work on, like, the access to it soon. But we've been working on this side of the bridge for now, and then I have been working a little bit on a frog light farm lately. Where are we at? We're doing our torches over here. Welcome in, Crafty King. How's it going for you? I'm doing pretty well. We're just chatting over here about sleep and fun stuff. Lighting up the land as best as we can because mobs, they do be attacking, unfortunately. You're awake longer than the average person, which is why you game a lot. Oh, I've made it for work to start work. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll get there. Like, I've definitely had times when my sleep schedule wasn't so bad. So I'm sure it's like a like, there's many things that have contributed to it. But just as of the last couple months, it's been very infrequent. This. I don't know how far back we want to get the torches laid out over here, but we probably want to go up the mountain a decent amount because there's going to be mobs dropping down on our heads if we don't be careful. Age is also a factor, yeah. I would say I'm at an age right now where I feel like I still need a lot of sleep. I'm definitely not at that point in adulthood where you like start sleeping less and less. Have caffeine and exercise earlier in the day. Boost your endorphins, helps keep you awake. Yeah, I need to try to get like a good morning schedule with exercise, because right now most of the exercise I get in is after stream, but that's usually because I'm waking up later than I'd like. But yeah, I do want to work on that. Less soaking in the morning and more moving. I've been seeing a ton of like, I don't know if you guys ever see it, they use the like skinny syrups on everything, and I say that because that's like the one thing that like they all use, but it's been like flavored coffee and flavored water, and that's all that like Instagram has been recommending to me lately, and I love watching the little mixtures they make, and that's why I've been wanting to do like the flavored water, which this just has like a powder in it. But I've been seeing this lady, she's an older woman, and she does like a flavored water, like 40 ounces, all these videos, and it's so entertaining to watch her. And I'm like, they know that they can give them to me and I will watch them, because I always want to know what her like drink mixture is. So I've been into that lately, and I ended up ordering some. They got me for sure. I'm like, I want this. I want to try this now. Hasn't come in yet, but that's why we're trying to do more like flavored water. Because sometimes I just want something to sip on, and it doesn't necessarily have to have caffeine, but it usually is caffeine, just because I don't like tend to sip on like just regular soda that often. And sometimes I don't want just like plain water. So we're gonna try that in the coming weeks. You'll probably see me with the giant water, and I'm very excited for it. But I've also seen this other girl who does it with protein coffee, and might try that with my decaf. Sleep in late just to not deal with family issues. Sorry you're going through that. That sounds rough. I'm sure we've all had times when sleeping it away is definitely what our body needs. I do try to listen to my body as best as I can. Let's see. Sometimes you want to lay in, but your brain won't let you. I can't relate. But, yeah, everybody has their own little challenges when it comes to sleep, I imagine. The grass ain't always greener, for sure, in every situation, I feel like. But it's so intriguing to hear a lot of you have the same experiences, or the alternative too, like similar to other people that I spent a lot of time with whenever I was younger, that just would wake up and go. Hey Blurry, welcome in. I hope you're doing great as well. I'm doing pretty well. We are still lighting up the area around here. I'm surprised it's taken this long. I didn't think there'd be this much land to light up, but it is gonna be very worthwhile once it's done. So I don't have to worry about all these mobs that don't like me. It's like hard to find a place to put a torch because there's so many little leaves around here. Excuse me. How could you? Cold water infused flavor enhancer by Twinings. I'll have to look into that. Twinings is like that tea company. I'll have to keep an eye out for one. Mostly I just drink either something caffeinated or I drink a lot of water at night usually before bed. But throughout the day, I don't typically drink just like straight water. So I think it'll be nice to have some flavored water. And I always have a ton of like flavored water packets. I just don't think about using them. So it wasn't even hard. I just literally had to open up my reserves that have been in there for forever. I'm not a super big tea drinker. There was a while when I would like always drink a sleepy time before bed. More for just the routine than anything, but it's not my preferred form of caffeine. I'm not even like a big sweet tea person either. I'd rather have a soda than a tea if I'm like eating a burger or any kind of fast food, which is like the only place I ever get tea. Now my dad loves tea. I don't know how far out we want to go. This is probably okay, but I do need to see. I'm just like mostly concerned about these ledges where they could fall down. I think we're probably okay. We're gonna stick to mostly this side. So let's go ahead and leave our torches that we do have. Where do we want to leave these? Oh, we've already got a ton in here. We'll leave those there. And we're gonna start working on like paths and stuff. Yes, we've got some slabs. This is probably the shulker we want to take. And let's grab you and you. I'm gonna leave most of this. Oh no, this will be good to take as well. No added sweetener, that's definitely good. Because there's so many like hidden sweeteners and everything I've come to learn over the last couple years. You'll think that something, even like, I love Fresca, but Fresca is not much different than a normal soda when it comes to like sweeteners and stuff. Okay, we're gonna make this our little base camp. I can go ahead and turn that off. But yeah, I'm excited to get my syrups in so I can have fancy flavored water. Even just for like the little treat that is a flavored drink. Which, speaking of, this one's actually pretty good. It's just like the Walmart brand blackberry lemonade. One of my all-time favorite like caffeinated canned drinks that I don't drink a lot of anymore is sparkling cranberry pomegranate yerba mate. They sell it at like some of the kind of like Whole Foods, but not Whole Foods. But like those kinds of stores. I haven't seen them anywhere else. And they're so good. I used to drink them all the time, and it's like tea, so it's good in that sense. They aren't like sugar-free, but they're still really, really good. But I haven't gotten them in a while because they just they are usually out of my way to go get. But if you ever see one, you should try the sparkling cranberry pomegranate flavor. It's the best one. Okay, I think we should be okay. If there are any mobs that surprise us, we'll know that we did not do our job very well. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it while we're here. Thank you all for liking this stream and also for chatting it up. I'm glad to have you all here. If you haven't yet and you are willing to, please consider liking the stream. Definitely helps us out. I'm gonna go ahead and clear some of this path. I don't really know where we're going yet. I want to get a staircase up to the bridge off one of the sides. So we're gonna be working on that, but I've got to figure out where I actually want to put the staircase. Then we can kind of figure out where the path is gonna go to. It's a little bit of both. Currently trying the Welch's one. I've been seeing that a lot lately, and I do want to give those a try. Next time I'm like in that section of the grocery store, I'm probably going to just stock up. I ordered A&W flavored because I saw somebody make it with like vanilla protein powder and coffee, and the A&W to make like a coffee root beer float. And I'm like, that sounds interesting. But I have not looked at like all the different flavors they have in a while. So that's definitely on my to-do list. I'm not trying to like take all these beehives, but I guess now's the time because they should be in their beehive. But yeah, I've seen a lot of the Welch's ones lately on those different like Instagram reels. Mint leaves and fruit slices in water. Good for alertness. I haven't thought about that. I've made like smoothies with mint in them as of lately. I never think about putting them in my water. I'm not super into like lemon water. But I do like just sparkling water. So I feel like it could kind of contribute to that. Or like be comparable in a way. A little hint of mint. Only time I ever get like melon or like fruit flavored water when it's like soaking in there would be at like a hospital or a hotel. So that's what that always reminds me of when I do have it, when they like have them sitting out for guests or customers and you can drink it. I remember I used to always get that as a kid. Like if they had that option, I would drink it just because it was available. Today's flavors peach and passion fruit. That sounds very good. I like peach. I know some people don't like peach. I feel like it's a hit or miss kind of thing. Like, I guess I'm thinking of like the candy. Some people like relate it to that. Maybe you don't like them, but oh no, I'm thinking of my mom does. My mom never liked peach because of like a alcohol that she didn't like when she was younger. I think like peach schnapps or something. So I think that can like, for some people they don't like it because of that, but I've always liked peach. Trying a passion fruit flavor. Yeah, passion fruit. I don't even know what passion fruit tastes like, but I know that I like it. Like anytime I get something passion fruit flavored, I usually enjoy it. But I don't think I've ever had a passion fruit straight up to where I could taste it and be like, yep, that's passion fruit. But, oh, you weren't live. Oh, that's fine. That's funny though. But one of the flavors I ordered of the syrup is dragon fruit acai. That's another one. I guess I have had a dragon fruit once, like straight up. So I think I could do a better job guessing what that tastes like. But, I'm excited for that flavor. I love acai flavor. I was gonna say something. What was it? Oh, I do have this theory that I think it like skips generations, because I know so many people who love cherry flavor things, but they hate grape. And I think it has to do with whatever kind of like medicine you were given as a kid, which is probably isn't much of a theory. It's probably already talked about, but anyways, I love grape flavored things and I hate cherry flavored things because I was always given cherry medicine. But all the people I know who like don't like grape, it was because they got grape medicine as a kid. And I think it skips generations because your parent like probably gives you the flavor they like, or like vice versa. So I think my mom always liked cherry, so she gave us cherry, which made me like grape. And then like say I gave my kid grape, they wouldn't like they would not like grape, and then therefore like cherry. Food for thought. But I remember like realizing that a couple years ago. I'm like, why does everybody hate grape flavored? I'm like, it's so good. You were given both as a kid? I see. Well, then you like can't even have like a bad experience to associate with one single flavor, I guess. You managed to kill the wither on the server? Sweet. Did you do it like in the overworld where it was like at risk of destroying your bases. I've never spawned one in the overworld, I don't think. I'm too scared they'll hurt my stuff. You love grape, but you were given grape medicine. I see, so my theory does not hold up. I remember the first time I got like bubblegum flavored medicine. I was, it was so good. But I was older at that point, so I had already determined I didn't like cherry. And I like cherries. I just don't like cherry flavoring. Like if I'm getting a Starburst, I'm going for the orange and yellow before I go for a pink or red. And I feel like most people are the opposite. I don't know. Alas, my theory no longer has legs. That's fun. Yeah, I don't know if I think you were here when I said it. You should try to put the spawn a wither. This rain scared me. Spawn a wither by the warden. It's really fun to watch. Especially if you have Freecam, because you can just like let them go at it and then like watch from a distance. Again, the frozen pitaya. Pitaya? Is that dragon fruit? Wait, is that a different name for it? I've definitely heard of pitaya, but I didn't know it was dragon fruit, if that's the case. You get them at Sam's Club. This seems like it's too dark. That sounds good though. One of my favorite snacks is frozen raspberries, and I'll put like stevia on it, or like Truvia or something. But like a little packet of that on raspberries. It's like a little sorbet. Very good. But they don't have raspberries all like year round, frozen at least. That I've noticed. A very, very good little snack. With a person warden. I have Freecam. Yeah, it is fun. We ended up having to spawn like 3 or 4 wardens, I think, before it finally took out the wither. And we just had to like fly by, because we had wings at that point. Fly by, try to set off a shrieker and spawn the other one. But if you do it in an ancient city, yeah, they just like fly around the ancient city. It's pretty fun. No topic list. Killed you 3 times yesterday. That's unfortunate. They can do that for sure. They're sneaky. I don't know if I would ever go against the warden again without wings. Like, you definitely always have to have like a getaway route planned out. It is. Pitaya is dragon fruit. Yeah, I've never known that. That's pretty cool. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. I wonder who like popularized the dragon fruit name. You found a cave with 3 wardens nearby? Yeah, that's perfect. Let the wither out on those guys, and I bet you 3 on 1. I think the wither's a goner. Welcome back, G. Train is late. That is very unfortunate. Hopefully they are okay to let you go on time, or not on time, but like hopefully that doesn't mess up your travel plans, make you late for anything else. That was one thing too that's kind of weird about when we went on trains in Europe, was you show up like 15 minutes before the train leaves. There was no point in showing up any earlier, where like I'm used to showing up for the airport maybe like minimum hour and a half, 2 hours in advance. And I remember getting to the train station really early the first time, just because that's what I was used to. And you just wait around. They won't even tell you your platform number until like 10 minutes before. So there's no point. It's so weird. I was not expecting that. It's not a deep pink. It's not a deep pink color. It's not right. I thought the inside of dragon fruit was like white. I'm thinking of the right thing, right? Yeah. Dragon fruit. Yeah, I think dragon fruit is white on the inside. Unless I'm thinking of something else. The train's running 1 hour late. Ugh. No fair. I just realized I've just been chopping trees for fun. I kind of forgot I was supposed to be looking for a path. Just been chatting. White is not ripe. Interesting. Interesting. I've definitely eaten one that was just white. Okay. So, let's think of staircase. Hopefully these leaves start to disintegrate. We're probably gonna have to move our flower farm right here soon enough, but I'm gonna avoid it. This is where I get mostly alliums. They tend to spawn here or generate. So I want to do like a split staircase, and I think probably enter on this bay. Staircase right here. And if I do that, or maybe I should do the other way. That's how it is when they buy it. I swear when I got, like, I ate one that was white and it was so good. Like, I would never have known it wasn't correct, like, right, because it was very tasty. It's so much sweeter when right. I'll have to try that out. I do know that I've bought some at grocery stores nearby, so I know we have them. I'd probably have to go to a different grocery store, but I want to give it a try. I also want to say that, like, when I got it, like, I had it sitting for a little bit longer than I thought I should, but maybe I didn't. I could be thinking of something else. Generally is pink center. Interesting. Yeah, I'll need to try one that's properly ripe. Did I get all of these trees? I got this one for sure. Okay, yeah, I got those ones. So maybe I do a stair. I definitely want a dual stair, like a split. So I may do one where I originally was thinking was having like 2 go up on either side and meet in the center, but I'm thinking meet at the bottom and then split up from there so that like you're headed in the direction you want to go. I've just got to figure out. I'd probably start the staircase like aligned with this thing rather than like having it aligned with an opening. I think I'd probably want it centered on this. Have like go up, have a landing, and then go up from there. So let's lay that out. I've got a lot of junk to get rid of. Frozen chunks at Sam are properly ripe. Okay. I don't have a Sam's membership. I'm guessing that means they probably don't have them at just regular Walmart then. I'll have to keep an eye out for that though. Like, Pattaya in general. I'm sure that the store I go to probably has something similar. I'm actually gonna put that on my grocery list. There are ones with white, middle's pink, red, yellow. I see. I didn't really realize there were that many options. Frozen, dragon fruit. Add that to my list. Sounds good. Missed a couple streams. Well, I'm glad you were able to join in, Debug. I know you had like some stuff going on. I think I remember you mentioning life was crazy. Bridge look amazing. Thank you. Yeah, we didn't do the bridge on stream, so you didn't miss too much in that regard. I did show it briefly on stream just as a sneak peek, but we didn't actually work on it on stream. But yeah, it's fun. I like it. I've said this already, like, it's given Colosseum, which I think is fun. It's given like the European vibe. It's a little bold in the sense, like, I feel like it takes all your attention, but I'm hoping once we get more buildings in the area, it'll kind of detract from how much attention it takes. Like, I definitely don't want the bridge to get all the attention when you're coming up, but yeah, I think once we get more buildings in, it'll blend in much better. Oh, I never even cleared out my stuff from Monday's stream. Didn't even notice. Yeah, I like how it turned out. I just need some more stuff in the area so that it's less obvious. That's how I tend to do a lot of my builds though. Like in the last world I had, my house was the biggest thing and it was the first thing I built. And so over time I slowly just started like covering it up a little bit. and I think that that helped, like, because I didn't want my house to be the biggest thing in the area and like get the most attention. Realized I didn't even grab stair blocks. There's really nice. I used a picture of, I looked up just like European bridges, and I found something that I think the image I looked at, it seemed almost like this was the bridge, and then they probably had like an aqueduct at the top, and it probably was like out of commission at this point, but that was where I got a lot of the inspiration, was something like that. So I think it definitely feels a little more European, which was the goal. Yeah. A showstopper could be the centerpiece. Well, I like that it has like its own presence in and of itself. Yeah, over time I'll try to like hide it a little bit, if you know what I mean, in the best way possible. But for now, it's the only thing that exists, so it gets all the attention that it deserves, I guess. I usually like my stairways to be 3 wide, which just actually works out well with the way that this is. But I don't really want... I don't want the stair to go like all the way up here. Well, actually I could flatten it out this way and go the rest of the way. Let's see. If I bop, 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 or if I get this to go to this point, it could just be like straight across the bay. We're gonna try 2 options. First option is gonna have a break in the middle. So I think we'll do like... That's not right. Oh well. Do like that. I'll do this. And then... Can I... Yeah, do this. So I think I would go up and once we got to like the center point, kind of flatten it out. Maybe right here. Flatten it out. And then go up again. Let me see. I'd want this to like frame it. Yeah, I think that would be right. Right here. But yeah, I think when we were on stream last, I didn't have the additional arch at the bottom. I didn't have this separated. That was one thing that I made different. It was just like one big arch down here, but pretty similar to the inspiration pick. I decided to go ahead and separate it just for proportions. Okay, so that's part of it. I don't really love how short this portion is down here. So I'm thinking that we'll want to probably go with the second option, but I need to see it first. I'm already out of blocks. I probably shouldn't have put my thing this far away. I definitely was trying to like get elevated, like so mobs couldn't get me, but if I did my job, they shouldn't get me. Yeah, this was one of those projects too where it was like once you get the design down, I think I ended up just like watching YouTube while I was working on it, which is always peaceful. Most of this bridge, like extending it the entire way. It took me a while, but I enjoyed it. Let's do this. Hello, Perrin. Welcome in. We're gonna move our stuff all over here. We'll do these 2 here, and then this one's like for junk, so we'll leave that there. Yeah, I already need more stair blocks, so what do I have? We may have to... Yeah, we'll have to cut some, and then we'll get more blocks later. That was meant wrong, but it will. Okay, so something like this, except for this is the handrail. Oh wait, no, handrail goes above. So yeah, this is like the landing area. So it'd probably be something like that-ish, but wider. Builds required to blend in with it was really exciting to think about. Yeah, so I definitely intend on doing like most of the city past the mountain, but I have been thinking of ideas of like more aesthetic builds to put on this side. I don't know what's gonna come first, but I've mentioned in a previous video I'm not very good at like just putting up a build with no interior, but I may try to like do that on this side just to like create an— oh, you scared me. Just to like create an environment. How are you still hitting me? He's on land. Ooh, that was almost bad. But yeah, to create like a feeling when you get to this side, but it wouldn't necessarily be something that you go into quite yet. Oh wait, I don't have my wings. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know how it's still shooting at me when I was up there. It's got range for sure. Okay, we need to get our health back. Gotta skirt around. And I didn't even get a trident for that, unfortunate. Look how many there are. Will there be builds around it or just be standalone? Around the bridge? Yeah, so we'll probably have some sort of like opposing travel center on this side of the mountain, but we'll see. This may end up being like more farming area, or like not farming as in like auto farms, but like cropped fields. We'll see. And then like let this be more buildings, but I have a couple of ideas, but I think, I don't know, it's just a matter of where I start. What gets first priority. And we have lightning. Trying to think if anything over here is a problem if it gets struck. Top of that is not wood, so I think that's okay. But let's look back at our stair. I don't think I like this. Yeah, I don't really like that one. I think I want to make it go longer before it splits up. So I think this bottom section just looks too short. Alternatively, I could like add a building on the side and blend it into that. But I don't think we would be building that today if that's the case. Rocky Mountain to go with it, like with the bridge. Or like over there. Yeah, I think we'll probably like add buildings as we go. But we're not quite there yet. It's like priorities. I have so many different like things I want to do in my head. I'm just like, which one gets it, which one happens first? There's always a struggle. Okay, so I think I want this up here. Like as a backdrop. Oh yeah, that would be cool. I agree. Let me see. Yeah, it would look nice with like mountains back there. We're gonna do this and go from here. I didn't think that my mob problem would turn into tridents, but I guess that, or like trident drown, but I guess that's okay. Maybe we'll have a chance to get more tridents. I don't need any more. I don't actually use mine, but I do love collecting tridents when I can. Oh, they scared me. I should probably put my chest plate on if I'm gonna fight them, or just sleep. That's my sign. I will sleep if phantoms come. They're gonna hit me probably. Hit me out of my bed. Okay, we're good. I do tend to sleep when phantoms come, sometimes with lightning, but only if I like think something's at risk of being a problem. Can I hit you before you? Oh yeah. Got the membrane. I'm trying to get them before the natural elements are what does it. Actually, I was surprised I got that. Yeah, I feel like I may end up putting like a building on the side that this feeds into that helps us like get to the second level. But for now, I'm gonna stick to just stairs. I still think we can make this look fun. So this would be center. We'd have stair here. Pretend that that's that way. And then stair here. Go up this way and see if this is better. Oh, blocking my head. Oops. Was not expecting my head to hit this. Okay. Okay, this is option B. Proportionally, I like it better. It definitely needs like the full width of the stairs to be able to tell, but debating, should I still flatten it out? I kind of do still want to flatten it when it gets to that center section. That seems a little too steep for a straight run. Let's do this section first. Actually, we may run out of stairs before we can do that. So I think here. Straighten it out here. And when we get to that other column, so like right here, we'll go up again. Hi Axum, welcome in. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I like that better. Since it runs the whole distance. It actually lands like perfectly in line with the columns, which is good. Love when that happens. Actually, I guess it's gonna have like, it's gonna go a little bit deeper to get to the landing. It'd probably go like this far. That's fine. That one's also gonna go past a little bit, so. Then it'll redirect you either way. You get to choose to go left or right. I do think it would be fun if we had a building and like the... No, we'll be splitting. But if I did put a building here, I'd probably put like the door right here. Do this all the way up. I do this way. Go that way and then do this one. No, go back to that. Where are you from? I am from the southern US. I thought we were out of stairs. I'm surprised we still have some left. Okay. We're gonna go up until we meet this section again. Then straighten out. And then up again. One of those leaves I thought was like a mob walking towards me, like a gray creeper. Okay, let me see how to do this. We'll leave let's get the full width first, and then I'll figure out the ends. Take these. I kind of want to take this whole ledge right here in between the stairs out. Crazy how Minecraft connects people from other countries. Yeah, I definitely realize that a lot more as time goes on. Even just seeing the Minecraft live, how many different countries were represented. Crazy. I was not even aware of just how far the game spreads. Like, I obviously knew it spreads pretty far, but you don't get to really see it completely when you're in your own bubble. Let's do this one, I think. Yeah. I'm trying to like keep this part where it bops down, do it on the outer ends, and then keep it thin on the inner ends. That's usually how I like to do it. This doesn't work though. Or maybe I put a slab under those. I'll probably do that. It blends in. And do I have any solid blocks? No. Okay, let's see. I think I want to do an additional slab here. Oh, is that even gonna work correctly? This one needs to be a solid block to do what I'm trying to do. And then that can stay stair. Yeah, I think that works. We'll do that. And which one becomes the stair? Is this a slab right here? I think this goes. That becomes a stair. Hopefully I have more. I do. Right here. I'm not even gonna use this material as my final material, so I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm probably gonna switch it to sandstone, but I wanted to get the shape down. So I think that works. I need columns. So let's think this through. Or it may end up being quartz and the framing is columns, because I wasn't intending for the top of this to all be quartz, but it's probably going to end up that way just because of where I have the quartz positioned. Unless I treat it almost like a sidewalk, which is also possible. We'll see. Let's put in like columns. Where's my sandstone? It should be up here. I think I want to stick to the way I have it right now is like the sandstone. The smooth sandstone is a majority of like the outer framework. And then in here we kind of used other sandstone. So I think I'm going to do that and keep it smooth for now. I may tweak it, but I think I want that to like blend in with the other framework. So we'll probably do some type of thing here. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to move my flower farm. Do that and then do this here. Oh, another. And then probably, what would there be? Two blocks in between? Maybe just one block and do this here. And that's a line with the stair part, so it'd go here. I don't know, maybe I need to do the other one. Because that one needs to go 1 block taller. Yeah, I don't think that's terrible. Should eat. Cooking some steak and eggs, Blurry. I hope you have a lovely evening as well. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your meal. Sounds good. We're gonna go in this outer corner right here. I think this is right. And I'm out. Almost out of my sandstone. I see you. No trident though, so we're good. Okay, so I think that's how we'll do that. We'd probably do one of these here. Connect them. Maybe. Does that line up with what's below it? No, it doesn't. We'll see. We'll have to see how the handrail ends up lining up. Okay, part of me wants this to line up with the framework that's behind it. Which this one does. Which is good. If I can push these both over one and still make it make sense. 1, 2, I think I'd rather do that. It may line up a little funny, but I think I'd rather it line up with the framework that's behind it. Yeah, I think that's fine. Is that how I did this? I did it one past the landing, so that's, or like one past the end of the, no, I guess not. That one's aligned with the stairs. Oh well, I like it like this better. So then it lines up with that, and then we'll push this one out. I'm just gonna make this have a little bit more to it. And another one. I don't have the armor on for this. It's crazy that they can get up and walk whenever it's nighttime. Trident? I don't see a trident. I don't even see any rotten flesh. But I swear it should have dropped some. Did it float down? Oh well. I don't need it, but I wanted to know if there's a trident. Okay. Let's see. That. Oh, I didn't finish the last column. I got attacked. That's why. That's my, right here. My excuse. Okay. Yeah, it's looking better. I think we probably will pull over some bracing that aligns with this first. So where would this line up? Stair should be here. Line that up. How's that line up? Yeah, that's right. That's too low. I think we can come back in later too and maybe add some more like texturing to these. I'm getting this wrong. Then let's go this way. Okay. Now, I'll probably do one that crosses this section to frame in these stairs. And then another one up here to frame in this landing. And I bet I'll end up doing something like that here. Well, this gets a little funny now. I feel like I need to push the whole stair over one, but then it's gonna line up funny. I mean, I should probably do that. Yeah, I think I should do that. Push it all over. Well, all this stuff is about to come out now. I think it looks nice and grand. Let's do this side just to make sure that it lines up how I want it to. But it should be fine. We'll make it a 2 wide stair and then fix it and do the opposite. Another trident! Hello! Oh wait, no, that's a nautilus shell, which I actually do need. Welcome in, Remen. How's it going? The bridge looks great. Have I thought about using Litematica to have a schematic of the build? I do use Litematica. I haven't used it anytime recently on any builds, but I do use Litematica here and then. I've got everything in here. That's actually one of the only mods that I still am waiting to update to 1.21.5 before I update my world, which I don't really need it right now, so I could update without, but there are a couple other things that I think are going to update around the same time. But yeah, I'm just waiting on 3 more mods until I finally can upgrade. What is this noise? That was the noise of a trident being thrown, but that's like the noise when I throw it. Or like the loyalty noise when it's coming back. That was weird. It's a bug. Okay, let's go back up. We'll do this one here. One's gonna get double thick, I guess. Do this here. That looks a little funky, but that'll be okay. Oh, I was like, I hear something behind me. All these drowned, man. Did I get another nautilus shell? No, that was just copper. Let's see. We'll have to do this here. This one's gonna block our flower, but that's okay. It's only one little bay. Turn on subtitles. I've had subtitles on before. I don't really like to play with them. I feel like they take up too much of the screen. I heard it like coming just at the very end. But yeah, I used to play with subtitles a long time ago. Okay, we're gonna do this and then push it all over. Coming in mass. Honestly, I kind of like it. I like wasn't really thinking about it because I didn't realize this was like a proper river. Because over there by my base, that's like river as well. But no, I don't get very many drowned over there. I feel like the best time to get tridents without like having to worry about it is when you build near a river. So there have been times in like previous worlds where I intentionally will like build near a river just because I know like if I need a trident, that's gonna be the least painful way to get it. Let's see. Okay, we'll push this all over one now. So this is gonna go. All these are gonna go. Good way to farm them for sure. Yeah, I think that's why in like one of my older worlds, I always had a ton of tridents because I lived pretty close to a river that like properly spawned them. And so I always was getting attacked, but I also was always getting like good drops, good rates. Let's see. A drown farm. Yeah. I don't really need a drown farm. I don't mind the mobs. I'd rather them be coming from the river than coming from the land. And they don't really do that much damage. Like they can't surprise me like a creeper can. Wait, is this gonna mess up something? No. I think we're okay. I'm just gonna have to push everything back a little bit. This whole staircase will come back. Okay. I'll just keep my chest plate on for now. I'm probably gonna accidentally jump off of something soon enough. Without realizing it, but hey, it'll be fine. Okay, we're gonna keep this gap here for now. At least it's not a creeper exactly. Yeah, I would much rather it be a drowned walking up on the land, which that's only a problem at night too. I mean, I guess that's when the other stuff was a problem anyways, but I'd much rather a drowned than a creeper for sure. These are gonna go back here. Can you tell I'm trying to avoid getting rid of this flower farm for as long as possible? I don't even need any of the flowers on it right now, but I'm avoiding it. How many days? I'm at 1930. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the day counter down, which is why we lit up the area and are not sleeping. Unless phantoms come. Phantoms are just a menace. Like, it's not even that they're hard to fight, they're just annoying. This one will be a double stair. Let's do this one. This one goes like this. And a double slab. I should have done double there, I think. No, actually we're fine. Should try bedrock. I started out on bedrock actually. But this is my forever Java world I've been wanting to start for years. Finally got to do it. Okay, this will go here. Yeah, phantoms are definitely a bigger problem on servers than anything else. It's such a pain. Yeah, I wish somebody mentioned just leaving, like, that phantom should just be a mob that you find in the end, which makes so much more sense to me, to just put that in the end. Actually, I think these should be doubles. Play bedrock one time. I probably won't on this world. If anything, I may, like, show my old world later. But no, I try to keep all my time on this one world because it does keep me busy for a while. I'm gonna go and do that last level. And should be revamped entirely? Yeah, for sure. I'm excited when they finally get around to doing that. And it does make more sense because like you can't sleep in the end anyways, and so it gives you like it's and also it's a lot more threatening to get thrown off something in the end by a phantom, like potentially into the void. So I think that that would like be a really good place for them to be. It just kind of like you get what's the word? Why can't I think? What's the word for like getting in trouble but not getting in trouble? I can't think of it. But anyways, it's like building for like overnight, basically. You don't get to fully enjoy. Punished. That's the word. You get punished for like building overnight, basically. It's like, what's the point? And I know some people specifically like to have worlds where they they'll have worlds where they don't sleep intentionally. Like a lot of I've seen like hardcore people do it. And I just don't. I think it's like a punishment for doing that. Because that's something I've considered. Like, I think it would be fun to try to play in a world without sleeping at all. But phantoms are just a menace. We're gonna do this one all the way across. We're gonna need to break one of these, though. This feels wrong, actually. Maybe this becomes a viewing platform. Getting thrown off an end island by a phantom. Oh yeah, exactly. Like, it would be such a bigger threat in the end. And especially when you already, like, aren't able to sleep. It would make sense. Also, like, if you are, like, doing the hardcore thing where you can't sleep, even more of a reason to fear the end. Like, can you imagine if there were phantoms while doing the Ender Dragon fight? That'd be such an annoying, like, experience. But if you had already, like, not slept enough... What am I? I'm in the wrong spot. If you already had not slept enough, then it would just, like, add an extra level of danger to everything. So all this, like, framing that I already did for these stairs is just irrelevant now. Okay. We need... Okay, that one's already right. Okay, just gone for it. Let's do this. Ender Dragon spawning the phantoms while you're trying to break the crystals. Yeah, like if you're at the top of a tower and then a phantom just like knocks you off. I bet there'd be a way though where you could use it as a strat to like use the phantoms to break the crystals for you. Like leave a bucket of water on the floor or something and then like jump off right when they're about to get to the crystal. Where am I putting the stair? Yeah, here. This and another. Or no, maybe that should have been... How was I doing this before? I don't remember. Upside down stair where the column hits. So that one's wrong. Get the bedrock wither spawns wither skeletons? It does? I only fought the wither in bedrock once, but I don't think I ever saw wither skeletons. That's crazy. Let's do these ones. Keep losing my stairs up on here. I'd never realized that. Oh wait, this one's not supposed to be here. That's pretty cool though. That's terrifying though. Like that more or less. Yeah, the wither as is already kind of difficult if you have the wither effect while you're doing it. So, not sure if I'd like that. I definitely think like the whole, if you did phantoms in the end, it would be, I don't know if I'd like the Ender Dragon to spawn themselves from my like gameplay perspective. It'd be fun to watch though, but I do like it being more of a punishment for not sleeping in that situation, because it would be more of a threat to the hardcore players that are not sleeping in their worlds. How am I already out of stairs? I think we're gonna have to go get some more stone bricks. Oh, I just tried to fly. I don't have the ability. I still don't. I always have trouble putting my wings on. That happens every single time I try to do it, where I like don't grab it properly. But yeah, I am glad they don't spawn withers in Java. Or wither skeletons, because there was one time I fought the wither. I almost died. It was on my last world, and it was because I got hit with like the withering effect, and I don't even know if I had a chest plate on, but I needed a notch apple or else I would have not made it. And that withering effect can be quite problematic. I guess the way I do it though, like with the little tunnel underground to fight the wither, it would probably end up being fine, because the wither skeletons are too tall to even get to me. I would like it if it meant getting more skeleton skulls. I'm already out of stone bricks. I had a ton of those from the stronghold, so I have a ton of stone though, so it's fine. Just do that. I wish this stair like lined up perfectly. It actually might. Oh my goodness, it might. Where are we? 204. If it does line up, this is just gonna be another one of those situations where things work in my favor. It looks like it might line up perfectly with the stair. Amazing. The Java whether it's difficult as a bedrock one. Yeah, there were a couple of things that I do remember when I switched were a lot different. I will say that I think that the baby zombies in Bedrock were easier than the baby zombies in Java, because I remember that was like a big adjustment right when I got over, because I never was really worried about baby zombies before. But I do think I recall I think the Ender Dragon fight was harder. I remember just getting thrown around way more in the Ender Dragon fight whenever I did it on Bedrock, but it was also my first time ever fighting it, so that could be part of it. I very... I don't really remember my Wither skeleton fight. That might actually be the one where I needed the Notch Apple, though. I'm trying to remember. Oh, wait, no, I wouldn't have recorded it on Bedrock. So, no. I don't remember my Wither skeleton fight at all on Bedrock. But yeah, I remember the first time I had to, like... PvP was just different. It's probably because that whole, like, combat update or whatever that is missing. Oh, I keep messing this up. But I remember I did have a little bit harder of a time trying to fight a couple mobs whenever I first got on Java. And then, but I remember the zombie skeletons were a lot harder. Zombie skeletons, what am I saying? Baby zombies. Bop. Wait, should these be... I think these should be double slabs. Oh wait, I didn't check. I think it's 204, right? I think this is amazing. We can make that bridge actually line up perfectly. Which I was going to do more like a pathway, but also as we get to like the city area, we're going to have more grids anyways. So we can just do a straight road across. Which I think is perfect. Zombie skeletons, yeah. Can you imagine if that was a thing? I mean, that's almost kind of like what the bogged looks like. I feel like it'd be the similar texture. Okay, let's go drop this one up. We do need baby skeletons, but I feel like they should not have bows. They would have something else. Maybe they just run and attack your ankles like baby zombies do. I feel like they would have a special... something special to them. Because if they didn't have a bow, oops. If they didn't have a bow, then they'd be easier than a normal zombie or a normie skeleton. But they would need a special... Did I put this in the wrong spot? I think it's right. A special ability. Oh wait, I already put that one up and I don't think I liked it. Maybe I just run this one more time and then take all the flowers and then take it apart. Probably gonna be the move. I need a lot of bone meal if that's the case. Can I put any of these here? No. I'll hold on to the quartz, that's fine. Let's get some bone meal, run this thing, I'm gonna take it apart. Brand new weapon you can only get from them. Yeah. It's like a... javelin, is that the word? It's like instead of an arrow, or maybe they have it like something similar to an arrow, but you can throw it like a trident, but a little different. I feel like, yeah, if you like gave them an arrow, a little baby javelin, and you can get a big javelin from them. I don't see how that would have much effect though, in comparison to like a bow. So maybe not that. The babies get the crossbows. Take them from the pillagers and give them to the babies. What am I getting? Bone meal. That's what I'm getting. I'm gonna leave a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll leave enough so we only have 9 stacks. That's one dispenser. trying to think of like what a skeleton would do. Part of me is like, take out a piece of their rib cage. That sounds a little dark though. That's probably what drops whenever you kill them. That's the bone that drops. I'm gonna be thinking about that the next couple of days. These columns definitely need some texture to them, and I'm considering replacing them with quartz columns. But we'll see. Not sure yet. We'll wield knives. Oh yeah, or like a dagger too. I didn't even think about that. They help carry an arrow, but it's like a dagger. What's a wield knife? Is that a dagger? I don't know that term exactly. Hold on, wield knife. Oh yeah. Dual wielded knives. I see. I definitely read that wrong. Or do you mean like the more, I see one that's kind of like a swoop, like a Nike swoop. Yeah, give him like a little knife. That's a good idea. Okay, let's see if the bone meal's gone out. Of a baby wither skelly. Baby wither skellies would be dangerous. That I don't even want that in the game. Then my like methods of blocking them from getting to me wouldn't even work. That'd be dangerous. And I bet you if there were baby wither skeletons, they probably wouldn't drop their skull. My guess. Then they would just be all menace. Why does this take so long? I need a minecart hopper or something instead. I'm just gonna go ahead and start it. It's gonna be loud, so I'm gonna start it and walk away. We'll watch from a distance. They're so noisy. That looks so weird. Oh, I think this one also gives me a lot of these. What are they called? Not an oxeye daisy. I don't remember what they're called, but they're like my favorite flower. Aside from the torch flower. It's my favorite like normal flower. Yeah, take this down, but I'm not going to. What's it called? What's it called? Not an oxeye daisy. Is it an azure bluet? Yeah. I had to like look up how to pronounce that one time, and I still am never sure if I pronounce it correctly. Azure bluet. Oh. Not giving wither. Yeah, I agree. Like that would help balance it. Like they haven't developed their wither ability yet. I would want them to still drop their skull though if they could, just because of like them taking up like the mob cap. There's so many. I don't think I'm gonna even have enough inventory for all this. If I just like cross this threshold, it's so much louder. It's not making the same noise. It sounds weird. Just grab all this. There's gonna be so many seeds in my inventory. Oh, and I didn't even realize I had all this here too. Sweet. I left some. Let's grab this. We'll put the good flowers in here. Oh, no. We're gonna have way too many flowers. I want this to be almost even. Okay. We'll put all of our seeds in this one. There's gonna be way too many. Maybe there's like a baby skull. That sounds wrong. a baby skull that like has a different effect for the wither skeleton. No, wait, I want to put this here. Okay, I need another shulker already. Actually, let's do this. I like want to keep them all separated, but there's no need for that. I can't imagine I'm ever gonna need more alliums. I don't even know if I'll ever need another flower farm like this. We'll see. Let's do these. And let's do this. Hopefully I can fit all of this. I think we're just right. Got both those. Okay, let's go compost. I'm actually so excited though that the bridge lines up with the center of the stair. I think I was looking at that the other day and was like, it might work. I'm not sure. We'll see. I love when that happens. Let's do this. Hopefully restock all of our come on, pick up. Restock all of our bone meal we just used. Or at least a good portion of it. So I may not even have enough room for all of these flowers. I do know I have overflow storage for them, but I'm not sure if there's actually room. Okay, I think we can fit. Let me grab this. Yeah, I think we're fine, just fine. Gonna be pretty full though. We're five overflow. I'll see what I can fit in the other storage downstairs. I'm sure I've got room for it though. Those might need to be composted. We had 2 full barrels of these flowers. It was meant to be. I know that was my sign. Okay, we got some red tulips. Orange, yellow, green, blue, and let's see, what do we have? We can hold some of those. I don't think we need... We'll fill up the rest of this. Let's see. The rest, compost. Even though I love these flowers, we don't need any more. So I think my other like temporary flower farm also has these kinds of flowers that it produces. Well, looks like those aren't going in there for now. Drop these here. Why do I have so many fireworks in here? Why did I do that? I don't remember doing that. Do this. I'll go ahead and do this one though. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll probably just continue this path up here. Get rid of the handrail once it's on land. We're gonna leave this as it is for now. I am considering making these into quartz columns though. So I think that would tie in well with the upper portion. The only thing I'm not sure about is like you're gonna have a quartz column on this, but I think that'll be fine. Honestly, I may just go do it. I said we wait, but I kind of want to see what it looks like. Back to the storage room. Soon enough, I'll have a storage room over here, and we won't have to go back and forth as often, but today is not that day. Okay, do this. And let's see. I should have a decent amount of them. I also want the chiseled quartz block. I like putting these at the base of the column. Let's see what we have in our other... Like, actually, we can go ahead and buy more. Probably should while it's still an option. You just start stocking up on all the quartz. I think 4 stacks should be good. They're not going to restock though since it's night, unfortunately. Occasionally this is a problem with the slimes. They're not as frequent as I was worried they would be though, so I haven't thought about spawn proofing too much. Okay, last ones. I'm gonna try to stick to just the regular quartz pillars and not try to use the block of quartz because I want to stock up on those primarily, but we'll see. May have to change that plan. I still haven't cured him. I don't know when I'm going to, because it'll probably just happen again. And there's nothing in there. Okay. Back to the bridge. It's gonna look crazy, like when it's just extending through the ocean. Okay. Let me do this and get rid of the farm now. I think I have some dirt up there, hopefully, so I can fill in what's open. Are you you're an axe kind of thing? I can never remember. It's like, I feel like a piston should be an axe, but it's a pickaxe. Always throws me off. You're a pick, or you're an axe. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Oh, and I'm full. No, this stays. I didn't even drop off my extra emeralds. How could I? Oh, I forgot this was here. Is that it? Oh no, there's another. Okay. Dirt? Dirt? Where are you? Oh, I put it up. My bad. No, I didn't. Oh, I forgot there were hoppers that filled that place before. Okay. Oops. And I somehow ran out of dirt. Do I have more in this shulker? Slightly. Definitely not enough, but we'll use it. Can't hurt. Hopefully I have more like hidden around here. We'll have to take out some of those blocks anyways for the path. So, oh yeah, there's plenty. Okay. Okay, now I've got these quartz columns. Or, yeah, quartz pillars, what it's properly called. I'm gonna try it on this left side, or right when you're facing it. And we'll go up here. That. And we'll do one here. Here? Yes. And where's the next one? Here. There should be 3 blocks in between. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think we're going here. Yeah, here. I definitely put this way too far out. Unfortunate. Okay. I think I like the quartz better because that's going to tie into the upper portion. I need to see it in the light, but I do kind of like that it stands out from the framing just slightly in the back. 1, 2, 3 here. Did I not put that on correctly? That looks wrong. I need to see. Something's not right there. Oh yeah, I definitely don't have all the blocks. So much staircase. 1, 2, 3 in the corner. Okay. I don't have any more of the stone brick slabs on me, so we're gonna have to grab those. Got these 2. What can I put up? We don't need that. Oh, I need to put this other stuff from the farm here. Quartz for vertical and sandstone for horizontal. Yeah, I could try that. Or I could also try to do the bone blocks too. I'm gonna try, I'll mess around with that. See, I wasn't completely sure what I was gonna do on the horizontal yet. This is like very similar to one of my old, like my librarian trading haul I did in my old world. Because I had a lot of bone block and quartz. And it's reminding me of that again. Let's go here. I don't think this is right. 1, 2, 3. No, it is. That. Okay, I will be right back. I need to take a quick break and then we will continue with the stair. All right, and we're back. Once again, thank you to everybody who already liked the stream on YouTube. Always appreciate all the help. Appreciate you leaving a like. All right, what are we doing? We're making a stair. Gotta remember what I'm up to every time. Okay, let's see. I want to do this side real quick. This probably means we'll end up using more quartz on the handrail for the bridge as well. This is the part that I'm not sure if I'll like how it looks, but I don't think that's bad. Having those two next to each other, I think is fine. A little nervous, but I think we're okay. And we'll have to figure out how we connect to this part. So yeah, I think we may end up doing, let's break these. A more stone pathway, but keep the quartz almost like a sidewalk. I think that would be okay. This one doesn't really. This one I took out all of the like cornice up here, but I think I may add it back in now that we're not like right up against it anymore. I should probably do this from above. I don't know how much I have on me though. That one does not get it. And then that one's good. I feel like I just saw a block. I think it was just that though that I was looking at. Okay, we got this. Do one here and then this will have to go. Okay, where are my little bottom pieces? That one here. Oh wait, it doesn't even go all the way up, so it's fine. So that's what we're looking at. Okay, now I'm gonna try what you recommended and do the sandstone in between. I just gotta remember where all of my sandstone went. I just dropped or broke a ton, did I not? Maybe I didn't have as much up there as I realized, or I thought. And then this would go this way. I feel like I need something that goes up this side here, but we'll see. Oh, no. We're falling. I don't know if I want it to... I mean, I could technically make it like stairs. Usually I just use like fences, but I feel like it would be nice to have something else. Oh, and I forgot this piece down here. Did I connect it on this side? I don't think it needs to be connected on this side, just on the pieces that leave the structure. Like there. Oh wait, I put that in the completely wrong area. What is this? Is that quartz? I want it. It's quartz. High value material. It is nice being able to like walk up here now. It looks like we're going to have to break our way through though. Back here. Okay. Yeah, we need scaffolding at this point. And I put in the wrong spot again. Oops. Okay, so it's this one that's throwing me off. I want to try this real quick. I'll try it on the other side with bone block. Because I feel like it needs a little bit of texture to it. And maybe in that case I could do like the chiseled sandstone versus bone block. I'll try that as a option. I do have a lot of bone blocks here. I'm actually surprised how many are over here. Try this. Wait, this one I can break. I think I like, in that case, I like a bone block better. What if it's the chiseled sandstone? I didn't realize how well the colors of sandstone go with quartz. I like that better than the regular, but I think I like the bone block. Ah! Oops. Give me my blocks. Let me up. I love the exposed face of bone block. Okay. Definitely can't do stairs up that way though, if I use bone block. We'll probably keep it to a railing like I typically do. Question mark? Oh, I didn't even finish doing this part. Bone block is kind of a pain though, because you always have to, like, you have to place it, and then if you want the exposed side a certain way, you have to like place it, break it down, and then replace it. And then break the placeholder. Okay, I keep messing this up. That wasn't even supposed to go there. Okay. Let's do this one. Maybe I'll get it right. Maybe not. Okay. We'll do this. Right that. Ooh. I should have done the backside first. Oh well. I'm not doing these in the right order of operations yet. We'll get a system down though soon enough. Oh, I need to break these. I was like, why is that wrong? Okay, now let's take down the top level. That was the mistake. The feeling it was gonna get caught on something. I'm taking this down. And we'll go this way and then do this. And nope. There we go. At least I can do these from down here. Oops. Oh, I forgot I even broke that. I didn't even put this column in. Wrong one. Okay, I'm gonna do this one here. I'm gonna do this the correct way for once. Really surprised I didn't fall there. Okay, oh, and then one here. Quartz breaks so fast, it throws me off. I wouldn't think it to be that way, but here we are. I feel like I need something that covers the edge of the stairs. I could just do plain quartz. I mean, it's not going to have the same effect as the bone block, but it might be okay. Just do another frame on it. See how this looks. And it's not going to connect with any stair or fences that I add in. Why don't I take this out first? I may try a pale oak and a fence and then see how that looks. I think that's all I lost. Yeah, I think I like that though. Very grand staircase. Excuse me. Okay. And I think that blends in better with the quartz that's already up here. We'll do pathway this way. Okay, let's go get some pale oak. I'm gonna put this all in a shulker box real quick. Also, that can go here. I might just need to go ahead and grab another shulker box while we're here. I'm just like slowly relocating the stuff that was up here down to this area. Okay. Okay, pale oak. I should have some. Hopefully enough to make some fences. I won't need too much. Grand staircase for grand bridge. You know, I like that idea. I'm just gonna have to make everything in the area grand, but I think it'll be a fun challenge. Pale oak. I'm like, what am I getting? I can never remember. Okay, good. I do have a decent amount. Actually, no, let me grab something to make sticks, because I don't want to make sticks out of this, and I only have a couple here. Actually, I have a lot of oak over there. I'll just turn that into sticks. Yeah, I was worried the stair was gonna feel a little awkward, but I think it blends in better. It kind of looks weird that it's like that shape from afar with the shadows, so we may have to incorporate some lighting so that it's lit the same. We'll probably end up putting like lanterns on the columns. I do tend to do that, so let's go ahead and do that. Maybe put a flower if it feels awkward. I actually may have taken the... Yeah, I took the shulker down there that has the lanterns and flowers in it. Okay, we got these, and not that. Do I not have any flower pots? I think I did take the flower pots back, but that's okay. We'll get those later. So we'd probably do one here and here. I think we'll probably put a flower here. Maybe a lantern here, flower there. When in doubt, put lanterns. Yes, I love lanterns. Yeah, I think that lighting wise looks good. It's like every other one, basically, with the... Oh, we got another. Stop it. I got in his range. He actually found me. I was so far away for a while, it didn't even matter. No trident. So bad. Tridents everywhere. Oh wait, I can't put them on the other side yet. I feel weird putting them right here. Maybe we don't do that. There's already enough lighting on this side. Oops. There's my lantern. We have to go get that. Okay. Pale oak. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm making fences. Stingy drowned. Yeah, I have not had very good luck with the drops yet. They don't want to share. I do think I already have a second trident in my storage that I just haven't used yet. So I don't know if I'd actually end up putting... I don't think I actually really need one, but I liked having more. Can never have too many. Pale oak is kind of a weird color. I'm gonna put it up the side to see how I think of it, but it may not be the move. I feel like I need to see it in like the daylight though. Yeah, I don't know if I like it. I'm gonna let it sit. Let it soak. Figure out if I like it or not. Let's put the other columns up though. He's here. Where did I end up putting? There they are. We're definitely gonna need a couple more of the chiseled columns. 1, 2. I should probably count on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think. I may have miscounted, but we'll start with 10. If anything, I need more, so. Okay. Oh wait, I must have did that in reverse. Like trying to scout out, see if there's any trident drown that want to come for me. I think I'm all good though. Oh, I was like, what? Looks like I'm one short of the chiseled quartz. Wait, no, this one I didn't even put a counter. I didn't counter it with anything. Okay, do I have any bone blocks on me? I do not. Let's grab those. I wasn't gonna go this way, but maybe I should. I feel like I don't need to, but also I think it might look better. Okay, where are we going actually though? I'm shocked that quartz breaks better than sandstone. Or faster at least. Okay, I can't reach this block. Let's get a scaffolding, I guess. Okay, what am I missing? We need some here. Let's grab this. And it'll go like that. Did I put this in the right spot over here? I feel like I didn't. Oh, I did. I already got it. We're good. Nope, wrong. This all looks funny. I need to fix this. Nope. I think these need to become stairs, which I don't have any on me. Do that all the way. This needs to be a stair. I messed this one up a lot. I don't actually think I went to fix this one. Do that. Kind of weird, but we're gonna leave it like that for now. Do I do this side? This side all looks correct. Oh, that one I just like did something weird at the end. Okay. So I need to do these upper portions right here. This still looks funny to me. Let me try on the other side to use bone block. I know I did that already, but we're gonna try again. When I did quartz, it felt too thick. I can do like the upper level hand one of each. See, that looks weird too. What if I did quartz stairs below it? I think that's going to be a different color. Noticeably different. Let's see. Oh wait, I put this wrong way. Not sure how I feel about that, but let me put this fencing above and then we'll take a gander. Where are you? I feel like between the two I like it better, just because this feels incomplete over here. What if I did that but without the stairs below? So just replace these with bone block. I think I like it better with the quartz below. It feels more complete. That makes me feel like I should put quartz slabs underneath everything though. Let me see. Well, let me give it a try. Okay, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're probably gonna... Did I miscount? That something was off there. Oh well. Put these up. Okay. Let's go on this side. If I did this, what does this look like? I should probably get rid of that so I can actually see. And it's stuck. I think I like that. And this all gets to be bone block too. And scaffold up. Actually, I may be able to reach this here. This may have to be the way I do this from now on, because I never know how to like cover the edge of a stair whenever I have an angle on it. Oh, I forgot to do that upper portion. I think I like that better. Much better. Better than the fences, at least. Fence just feels incomplete. Oh. Got that, and then we got this over here. And I need to get that taken off. Ooh, that may get a weird like split between the two. Looks nice with the slabs. I think I'm gonna go with the slabs. I think it works. This one's gonna be a little funny though, because it's gonna be close to one another, but it'll be okay. Oops. Do that. Sound looks a little strange, but that's okay. We'll still have fences on these. Oh, I need to do it this way as well. We'll still have fences on top, but we won't have that like harsh line of the fence below, which is good because I don't like the harsh line. So then this side we'll do, we've been doing the bone block on the stair and then stair below it. Oh wait, that's wrong. I need another bone block. I know I have more up there. We may have to go get them. Yeah, let's go grab them. Gotta figure out where everything is. What was this for? Oh, this side. I kind of like too how the stairs or the fences look when they just have a little psh psh on like ascensions. And we need more stairs. We're gonna need 4 stairs there and 3 stairs there, so we'll make 8. I need a couple more of these. Oops, I accidentally overclicked. Okay, let's grab these and the slabs, add those back in. I'll see what I can actually reach before it's a problem. So the question I do have is, am I gonna put the bone blocks on this back side? So I didn't do that over here, and I think that that's fine, minus right here. That seems fitting because it needs like to fill the gap, but I think this can all go. Because that would just tie into the sandstone behind it. Okay, I think I just need scaffolding at this point. Got those. Oh, I didn't put this here on either side. The bone blocks here. Do that and stairs. And then give me the bone block. Did I say stairs? I meant whatever that is. A fence. And I think we're gonna have to put the bone blocks on this side too. I didn't do it on this side. Let me look real quick. Yeah, we definitely need something there. What can I? That's wrong. I think this would need to go. Yeah, that. Can I get up here? Probably not. Need that block though. So do that and that. I'm gonna have to make 8 more stairs. I think that works. We'll do these on this side. I don't think there's any else on this side I need to do. Let me look. I guess these right here would come down a little bit. Actually, it looks nice having that like jog down. We're not doing those there. Okay, what am I grabbing? 8 more stairs. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't get it in the chest or the shulker. Okay, I'm gonna do stairs on this side and slabs on this side. Let's grab that. I was like, I'm either like just off or I'm close enough. I was just barely off to reach this. Okay. I got caught on something when I tried to jump there. I think I was still in the scaffolding. And I missed it. That one's all on me. Okay, got those. Let's go this way. And get these. Where do these go? Wait, what was this? What did I Oh, I put them under on this side, but there should be stone, not quartz. So this will be fine here though. Wait, wrong one. Oops. I think that looks right. Does this line up here? Where is it? Yeah, it like sets back. That seems weird. That is weird. That's fine there, but I want this here. And we're just gonna ignore this part right here. Okay, we got that, we got those. There's gonna need to be stairs right there. Okay, let me fix this side real quick. So I want them to actually sit in the right spot. And this goes here. We'll still fill in these gaps though. What did I do over here? Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave it like that. Any tridents? I don't see any. I feel like I'm probably leaving a lot of stuff on the ground to despawn unintentionally, but it is what it is. I didn't even put the lanterns on this side. Okay, now let's do this one. Where are you? Oh, no, this was right. Grab these, and that can go. That's wrong. Something's wrong here. What did I do on this side? I probably just left the cornice. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave that there. But this should be like that. Or actually, I guess we gotta figure out how that handrail's actually gonna go first. But cool. I think that's the stair. I think stair's done. We'll definitely like fix the texture of the stone bricks, but I think as far as the way it is now, we should be pretty good. I'll texture it once we do the actual connection. Can't believe this lines up. Super excited about that. Kind of seems weird to walk up like right into this little split, but it makes more sense that way to me. And we do need to get the walkway above done as well. So yeah, we'll probably do something like this and then do fence or whatnot for handrail. Have this as a sidewalk and then fill this in with some type of stone path that matches that stone path. Tie them in together in that sense. Cool. That's all I got for today. Thank you all for hanging out with me. And I hope you enjoyed the little bit of Minecraft and we got done today. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your night. Eat something good, get some rest. And I'll see you all very soon. What's the shader called? I use Solas Shaders. They are my favorite ones. They're very sunny. As for stream on Friday, it's tentative right now. I'm finally getting new Wi-Fi. Hopefully all goes to plan, but they can stop by at any point during the day. So I'm not sure if I will be able to stream or not. Just kind of depends on when they get in and get the Wi-Fi fixed. But keep an eye out in the Discord. Feel free to join if you would like. That's where I typically send my like updates on when I'm going live, as far as like right before. It is in the description of the YouTube channel stream, and then for Twitch it's !Discord. It'll give you the link for the Discord channel. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you all Friday. If not, I'll let you know and I'll see you next Monday. But yeah, y'all have a good rest of your night and I'll see you later. Bye bye.